We practiced breaking up and I didn't want to stop. It was Jordan's idea to practice breaking up. We were lying in bed on a Sunday morning when he brought it up. I was half awake when Jordan said, "What if we practiced?" Practiced what? Breaking up, like a fire drill. So if it ever happens, we know how to do it without falling apart. I looked at him. That's the weirdest thing you've ever said. I'm serious, Lyra. People practice everything else. Interviews, presentations. Why not this? We figure out how we'd handle it. Then we never have to actually do it because we'll know how bad it would be. I should have said no. But Jordan had this way of making weird ideas sound reasonable. Fine, I said, but this is ridiculous. We set a date for the following Saturday. Jordan treated it like a project. Made notes. Thought about what he'd say. I tried not to think about it at all. Saturday came. We sat across from each other at the kitchen table. Okay, Jordan said. I'll start. Lyra, I think we need to talk about us. It felt stupid at first, but Jordan was committed, so I played along. What about us? I don't think this is working anymore. We want different things. I think we should break up. Even though I knew it was practice, something in my chest tightened. What different things? You want to stay in the city forever. I want to travel. You're a homebody. I need adventure. We're growing in different directions. Those are real reasons, I said quietly. Jordan paused. Yeah, I guess they are. We kept going. Talked about splitting our stuff. Who would keep the apartment? How we'd tell friends. Jordan suggested we pack a bag. Really commit to the exercise. That's too much, I said. Come on. We said we'd do this properly. So I packed a bag. Clothes, toiletries, my laptop. It felt wrong putting my things into a duffel while Jordan watched. Where would you go? Jordan asked. Probably stay with Chris for a while. That makes sense. We were talking about this like it was real. Like we were actually planning the end of our 3-year relationship. Okay, Jordan said. Now we say goodbye. We stood by the front door. My bag was at my feet. Jordan's eyes were wet. This is stupid, I said. Why are you crying? It's not real. I know, but it feels real. Doesn't it feel real to you? It did. It felt terrifyingly real. I'd miss you, Jordan said. If this were real, I'd miss you so much. I'd miss you too. We hugged. Jordan held on longer than necessary. When he pulled back, he was really crying. Okay, he said. That was good. We did it. Now we can stop and go back to normal. But I didn't move. I just stood there with my bag. Lyra, you can unpack now. The practice is over. What if I don't want to? Jordan's face changed. What? What if I don't want to unpack? Lyra, this was practice. We were just... I know. But Jordan, everything you said about wanting different things, about growing in different directions, that's all true. We both know it's true. So what are you saying? I picked up my bag. I'm saying maybe we shouldn't practice. Maybe we should just do it. Jordan stared at me. You're serious. I think I am. But this was my idea. I didn't actually want to break up. I wanted to prove we could survive anything, even the thought of breaking up. And instead, you proved that we probably should. Jordan sat down on the couch. I can't believe this is happening. You made us say all those things out loud, about wanting different lives, about growing apart. We've been avoiding that conversation for months. I didn't mean to. I know, but we did anyway. We sat in silence. The bag felt heavy in my hand. So this is it? Jordan asked. We practiced breaking up and then just actually break up? I think we were already breaking up. We just didn't want to admit it. Jordan wiped his eyes. This is the worst idea I've ever had. Yeah, it really is. I walked to the door. This time it wasn't practice. This time when I said goodbye, it was real. I'm sorry, Jordan said. Me too. I left. Went to Chris's place just like we'd planned. Chris didn't ask questions. Just made up the couch and handed me a beer. 2 days later, Jordan texted me. I keep thinking about what you said. About how we were already breaking up. You were right. I'm sorry I made us do this the hard way. I texted back. I'm sorry too. But maybe we needed to practice. To see how it would feel. Does it feel over to you? I thought about it. About Jordan's face when I picked up my bag. About how relieved I felt walking out the door. Yeah, I typed. It does. Me too. That was 3 weeks ago. I'm still at Chris's place, looking for my own apartment. Jordan and I haven't talked since that last text. Sometimes I wonder if things would be different if Jordan had never suggested the practice run. If we would have stayed together, ignored the problems. But I don't think so. I think we were already over. We just needed permission to admit it. Jordan gave us that permission, even if he didn't mean to. The practice run became the real thing, and maybe that's exactly what we needed.